a recruiter is still sitting at a desk, manually stitching these tools together, trying to figure out which company actually needs a recruiter this week. ZoomInfo tells you who exists. It does not tell you who needs a recruiter right now. Hi, I can see you have added 4 senior engineering roles in the past 10 days. Want to test whether a new vertical is worth pursuing? Create an agent and find out within 24 hours. Flynt is not a magic leads machine. Let me start with 4 numbers. Clay, data enrichment and workflow building, $169 to $800 a month. LinkedIn, Sales Navigator, professional network prospecting, $150 a month. ZoomInfo, B2B contact and company database, over $1,000 or more a month. Apollo, lead database and outreach sequencing, $150 to $400 a month. That is the typical research stack most recruiting agencies are running right now. 4 separate tools, 4 monthly bills, over $1,500 a month. And a recruiter is still sitting at a desk, manually stitching these tools together, trying to figure out which company actually needs a recruiter this week. Flynt starts at over $139 a month. 1 tool, fully automated, running around the clock. And it replaces the entire stack. In this video, I'm going to compare Flynt and ZoomInfo directly. 2 very different tools with very different philosophies and very different price points. I will show you what each one delivers, where each one genuinely wins, and by the end, you will have a clear answer on which one belongs in your recruiting business. ZoomInfo is the most recognized name in B2B data. 300 million professional profiles, 100 million company records, enterprise-grade contact accuracy, deep integrations with Salesforce and HubSpot. It is genuinely powerful. But let me be precise about who ZoomInfo was built for. ZoomInfo was built for enterprise B2B sales teams, software companies, financial services firms, consulting organizations, teams with dedicated sales researchers, structured outbound operations, and the budget and technical capacity to run a complex enterprise platform. And the pricing reflects that. ZoomInfo starts at over $1,000 a month. Most recruiting agencies also need to layer in other tools: Clay for enrichment, Sales Navigator for prospecting, Apollo for outreach. By the time you have assembled the full stack, you are paying at least $1,500 a month and still spending significant time managing all of it manually. Where ZoomInfo is genuinely strong are a few things. Scale, a database that covers virtually every company and contact across every industry and geography. For very broad enterprise-level outbound operations, the coverage is hard to match. Contact accuracy, direct dials, verified email addresses, mobile numbers, among the best in the industry for B2B contact data quality. Integrations, deep connections to most major CRMs and sales platforms. For large teams with complex sales infrastructure, those integrations have real value. But here's the fundamental gap for recruiters. ZoomInfo operates on static data. It tells you who exists. It does not tell you who needs a recruiter right now. And in recruiting business development, the difference between calling at the right moment and calling at the wrong moment is often the difference between winning a client and being told they already have someone. Flynt was built by recruiters for recruiters, not by a data company that added a recruiting filter, not by a software team trying to enter the space, by people who have actually done this job, who know exactly where the time gets wasted and what intelligence actually moves a business development conversation forward. The mission is specific. Create a passive engine that runs automatically in the background every single day so that recruiters stop spending hours on manual research and they start spending that time on what actually builds their business. Conversations, relationships, closing, new clients, and growing their agency. Here's how it works. You spend 5 minutes defining your targets: industries, company size, job titles, decision maker roles, geography. That is from a one-time setup. From that point, Flynt builds its research around your specific business logic, not surface level keyword matching. And every morning before you open your laptop, your agent has already worked hard and run for you. What lands in your inbox every day is not just a raw list. Each lead arrives with a company name and background, specific hiring signals that trigger the lead, the decision maker's name, a job title, direct email, phone number, LinkedIn profile, a matched score. Flynt scores each lead against your exact criteria and shows you why it qualifies. Role match, seniority, location, company size, funding status, recent company news, launches, partnerships, acquisitions, funding rounds, leadership changes, surfaced as ready-to-use personalization hooks, AI written outreach angles, a company hook, a personal hook based on the lead's career profile and a job-specific hook based on the exact role they're hiring for. No list building, no spreadsheet juggling, no logging back in to start another research run, just leads delivered daily, automatically, everything your team needs to start a conversation, organized and ready to act on it. And critically, flat pricing. No credits, no volumes, no per search fees, no per export charges, one flat rate per agent. The plan scales with your team. The starter plan starts at $139 per month. You get one agent that gives you about 30 leads per day, about 1,000 leads per month. The pro plan starts at $267 per month, 2 agents, roughly 60 leads per day, about 2,000 leads per month, plus more advanced AI filtering. Growth tier starts at $499 per month, about 4 agents, 120 leads per day, about almost 4,000 leads per month, and scales. Contact the sales team for unlimited plans. All plans include a 7-day free trial, cancel anytime. Now, I want to spend a moment on the agent model because it is what makes Flynt genuinely different for teams at any size. Each agent you create can be pointed at a completely different market, a different job title, a different sector, a different geography. You want to test whether a new vertical is worth pursuing? Create an agent and find out within 24 hours. You want to double down on your best performing titles and niches? Add another agent. Want to explore a new city, a new country, a new state without committing headcount? 5 minutes. Real quick, if you ever thought about starting your own recruitment agency or you're a recruiter struggling to land clients, you'll want to check out our coaching and implementation program. Inside, I give you the exact scripts, the outreach templates, and acquisition systems I used to hit over $500,000 my first year, scale to over $100,000 months, and do over $5 million in placements on my own desk. Our students are already hitting $30,000, $50,000, even $80,000 per month or more, many of them doing it part-time. So if you want to learn the same playbook, the link's below. It's exactly what I use. Now back to the video. For enterprise teams, this is transformational. Instead of paying for multiple expensive platform licenses and managing multiple vendors, you run dedicated agents for every target market simultaneously. Each one is a research engine. Each one delivers qualified scored, personalized leads every morning. Scenario number 1, you want to find companies in your target sector that are actively hiring. You are a recruiter who places engineers. You want to find technology companies in your target market that are currently scaling their tech team and need your help. In ZoomInfo, you run a search, filter by industries, filter by geography, filter by company size. You get a list, company names, decision maker contacts, email addresses, phone numbers. That is genuinely useful data. But the list does not tell you which of these companies is actively hiring right now. It tells you who exists. To find out who has a live need today, you still need to manually cross-reference job boards. That is time you do not have. In Flynt, your agent has already done this. It has found companies in your target sector showing active hiring signals right now. Each lead arrives with a match score. Flynt shows you exactly why this lead qualifies against your criteria. The role being hired matches your target. The decision maker is at the right seniority level. The company size fits and the location is confirmed. When a lead scored 99%, the criteria are fully met and the score breakdown tells you precisely why. The difference in the message you can send is significant. Without Flynt, generic, no signal. Hey, I came across your company and want to introduce our recruiting services. With Flynt, specific, signal powered. Hi, I can see you have added 4 senior engineering roles in the past 10 days. That kind of growth usually comes with a sourcing pressure at the mid to senior level. Worth a call this week? Research consistently shows that trigger-based personalized outreach generates reply rates 2 to 3 times higher than generic cold contact. The intelligence makes the difference. Scenario number 2, turn a lead into a personalized, timely outreach. This is where the gap between ZoomInfo and Flynt becomes even more visible, and where Flynt does something no static databases can do. In ZoomInfo, you have a contact, a name, an email, maybe a phone number. You know who to call, but you do not know why they would want to speak to you this week, and you do not have a reason to make your first message stand out from the 50 other cold messages they will receive that day. In Flynt, once Flynt identifies a company showing active hiring intent, it goes further. It researches the company's recent news, launches, partnerships, funding rounds, leadership changes, and it researches the specific decision maker's professional profile and career background. Then it writes ready-to-use personalization hooks for you, at least 3 to 4 distinct angles per lead. Company, based on the company's recent news and business context, their scale, what they're trying to build, what's happening in the market right now. Lead, it's based on specific decision makers' career trajectory, role history, and what their background tells you about how they think about hiring. Job, based on the exact job postings, what the role says about the company's priorities, what kind of hire they're looking for, and what that really means for the conversation. These hooks drop straight into your outreach messages. You are not just writing a generic cold email. You are opening with something specific, something that shows you have done your homework and research before anyone else has even found the lead. That is what turns a cold call into a warm conversation. Not more data, more intelligence delivered at the right moment, ready to use. Scenario number 3, scale your BD across multiple markets simultaneously. This is the scenario ZoomInfo simply cannot compete for most recruiting agencies. Let us say you want to expand into 3 new verticals, or test whether a different job title opens up a better market, or double down on your best performing niche while simultaneously exploring new geography. In ZoomInfo, more market means more manual research, more time, more complexity. The platform does not scale with your ambition without significant additional investment in either tool licenses or human research capacity. In Flynt, more markets mean just creating more agents easily. Each one takes 5 minutes to set up. Each one targets a different job sector, job title, or geography. Each one runs overnight consistently and delivers scored, personalized leads by the morning. A sole operator runs 1 agent and gets 30 qualified leads every morning without lifting a finger. A growth agency runs 4 agents across 4 different markets simultaneously. An enterprise team runs unlimited agents, each one a dedicated research engine, each one running in the background, each one delivering results every single day, 24/7. The cost to test a new market with Flynt is a fraction of what you would pay for an additional data subscription, a research contract, or even hiring a salaried business development hire. Instead of waiting weeks to evaluate whether the market has potential, you know within 24 hours. I said this would be honest and objective, so let me be direct about where ZoomInfo still has a genuine advantage. Raw database breadth. ZoomInfo's contact and company database is substantially larger. If you are operating across an enormous range of sectors and geographies with a large enterprise sales team, the depth of coverage is hard to match. CRM integrations. For agencies running Salesforce or HubSpot as the core of a structured sales operation, ZoomInfo's native integrations are mature and proven. Very niche markets. If your practice is hyper specialized in a very small geographic market, Flynt's hiring signal coverage may be thinner. The agent model works best when there is enough hiring activity in your target for signals to find regularly, but that's going to change very soon. And I want to be transparent about Flynt's current development stage. Compared to ZoomInfo, Flynt is a brand new baby. It is currently focused, however, on the intelligence and lead delivery layer. Features like built-in campaign management, outreach sequencing with CRM are actively being built. It's going to happen very soon. If you need a complete all-in-one outbound platform today, those capabilities are coming fast. The product improves every single week. Flynt, however, is not for everyone. That's intentional. It's not for teams expecting guaranteed clients or instant results. It's not for anyone who wants AI to replace their judgment and skills. It's not for recruiters who won't follow up consistently. Flynt prepares opportunity, you convert it. That honesty matters. Flynt is not a magic leads machine. It is an intelligence engine that puts the right opportunities in front of recruiters who are ready to act on them. Here is my honest conclusion. ZoomInfo is an excellent tool for the customer it was built for. Enterprise B2B sales teams with massive budgets, dedicated researchers, and complex technical infrastructure. But most recruiting agencies are not that customer. And even the ones that are enterprise scale are still paying for 4 or 5 separate tools, spending hours on manual research, and missing opportunities because they did not have the right intelligence at the right moment. Flynt was built to solve exactly that problem by recruiters, for recruiters. It is a passive engine that runs automatically in the background, finding the right companies, scoring them against your criteria, surfacing the right intelligence, and writing the personalized hooks that make your outreach stand out, so your team can spend your time on the work that actually builds the business. Starting at $139 a month, flat pricing, no credits, no per search fees. Compare that to $1,500 or more for the traditional stack, and compare it to the hours of manual research time you get back every single week. So if you're solo or a small agency, Flynt gives you 1 AI agent running 24/7, up to 30 scored personalized leads every morning for only $139 a month. That is your entire business development research function and stack, automated, starting today. If you are a growing agency, run multiple agents across multiple markets simultaneously. simultaneously, test new verticals, double down on winning niches, scale your BD without scaling your headcount for less than the cost of one data tool subscription. If you're an enterprise team, replace the expensive patchwork of tools your team is stitching together manually. Run unlimited agents, cover every market, deliver scored, personalized leads to every desk at a fraction of what you are currently paying and with dramatically less complexity. Your network got you here. A system will take you further. That is what Flynt builds. Continuous engine servicing the right clients, whether you know them or not, running in the background so you show up to close more deals and relationships. If you want to experience this for yourself, there is a free trial link in the description box below. 7 days, no credit card required. Your agent is set up in 5 minutes and running by tonight. And if you sign up now, you are getting the product at the beginning of something genuinely ambitious and exciting. Flynt is improving every single week, every single day. Campaigns, outreach, CRM, deeper intelligence, all of it is being built around the same principles that drives everything Flynt does. Save recruiters time, save recruiters money, and create the passive system that lets them focus on what they actually do best. If this video was useful, subscribe to the channel. We cover recruiting, business development, lead generation, sales tactics, and tool comparisons every week. I'll see you on the next one.